Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to do one of the chapter I Want Something in a Cage from your supplementary reader books. In this chapter, there are so many difficult words you have to write down, but it is a very beautiful chapter that you are going to enjoy. But I have planned something that before teaching you this chapter, I just want to show you one of one of a very short video so that you will come to know about this chapter. You will have a visual images in front of you. You will get some idea, because when pictorial visuals are seen to you, so you can feel such things. Okay, you can understand these things seriously. So that's why I'm going to show you one of the video. Just to see.
I want something in a cage. Mr. Purcell owned a pet shop. He sold cats, dogs, monkeys, birds, fish food, bird seed, and beautiful cages. Mr. Purcell's shop was filled with the sounds of birds and animals. Mr. Purcell was so used to the noise around him that he barely noticed it. After opening his shop, he read the newspaper from end to end to pass the time. One cold day, Purcell was so used to the noise around him.
See here, cat is there, its sound is mew, bird sound is chirp. What is that? Its sound is squeal. So different kind of animals and birds are kept and their sounds are also given. In this chapter, all the things you will come to know in detail. So listen, there is a pet shop. Different kind of birds are kept in a cage. They produce different kind of sounds. So this is all about chapter you will come to know. Now listen afterwards. What is going on?
But he barely noticed it. After opening his shop, he read the newspaper from end to end to pass the time. One cold day, as Mr. Purcell was reading the newspaper, he noticed a man standing at the shop's entrance. He didn't seem to have rung the doorbell. Mr. Purcell thought there was something strange about the man. The man wore a new suit which did not fit him well, and his hair was trimmed really short. He asked Mr. Purcell to give him something that was in a cage. Hearing this strange demand, Mr. Purcell was a little confused. Mr. Purcell suggested white rats as a possible option, but the man demanded a bird. He saw a pair of doves in a hanging cage and offered to pay $5 for them because that was all the money he had. Mr. Purcell immediately handed over the cage with the two doves to the man. The man noticed the impatient movement of the other animals and birds in their cages. He wondered how Mr. Purcell was not bothered by the caged animals around him. He told Mr. Purcell that he had done hard labor in prison for 10 years to earn the $5. He did not wait to listen to Mr. Purcell's advice on feeding and taking care of the birds. Instead, he stepped outside the pet shop and released the doves from the cage. He watched the two birds flying freely in the sky and walked away. Setting those birds free was his way of releasing the pent-up pain of being caged in prison for 10 long years. When Mr. Purcell saw the man setting the doves free, he felt insulted rather than realizing the smallness of his profession.
So today, beta, we are going to do a chapter, I want something in a cage. But before starting this chapter, I just want to ask you something. Do you love to see birds and animals in cages? Do you want to see that they should be in cages, or you want to see them free? Free. So when you go to zoo, why do you feel so happy? Tell me. When you go to zoo, so many birds and animals, strange, different kind of beautiful birds, beautiful animals are found in cages. You want to offer them food also. Okay. You want to play with them. In some of the houses, parrot is kept in a cage. You really love it. So why do you love it? Okay, you are saying it looks beautiful. Okay. You want to enjoy their beauty. Physically, they look beautiful, Harman is saying. What about others? Okay, she is saying that some of the animals we haven't seen, but we find them in cage and we feel happy to see them. Don't you feel sad that when you find them in a cage? Then you don't think about their plight, about their condition, that they are kept in a cage. Tell me. So in this chapter, there are something you are going to learn about pets, about animals, birds who are kept in cage, about their condition, about their plight. Okay. So in this chapter, there is a main first character, that is Mr. Purcell. Okay. Mr. Purcell is a main character that I am going to share it with you. So there is a chapter, I want something in a cage. And in this chapter, there is Mr. Purcell, who is an owner of a pet shop. Okay. See, he is the owner of a pet shop. So that's why there are different kind of cages, different kind of animals, birds are kept in those cages, and different kind of sounds are produced by those animals and birds. So that's why there is a noise of screeching, twittering, okay. But Mr. Purcell, he was unaware of those sounds. Why? Because he was not able to understand what they are, what they were saying, what they were speaking. He was unaware of that. So there is one incident happened in his shop. His shop was going on smoothly. There were different kind of animals and birds were kept. But one day something strange happened. That one of the stranger comes in his shop. One of the customer comes, and what happens? That is really a. इसको भेजना Himalaya. So what happens in his shop? Let's see. So Arshia, you read first and second paragraph, and there are so many difficult words you are going to find out. You should have pencils in your hand. You have to write down the meanings. Only then you'll be able to understand the text. Last one, you said that does.
Mr. Purcell did not believe in ghosts. Nevertheless, the man who bought the 2 doves and his strange act immediately thereafter left him with a distinct sense of the uncanny. As though behind his departed customer, there had lingered the musty smell of an abandoned, haunted house. Mr. Purcell was a small, fussy man, red cheeks and a tight melon stomach. Large glasses magnified his eyes so as to give him the appearance of a wise and genial owl. He owned a pet shop. He sold cats and dogs and monkeys. He dealt in fish food and bird seed, prescribed remedies for ailing canaries, and displayed on his shelves long rows of ornate and gilded cages. He considered himself something of a professional man.
So, बच्चे, write down the meanings of these words. These are given in your first paragraph. Only then you will be able to understand what is given here. Even then, written these meanings. See, we have found so many difficult words only by reading 2 paragraphs. So if you write down their meanings on your books carefully, only then you'll be able to understand the meaning of the text. So you want to know or not? You are inquisitive or not to learn? So write down carefully. Okay, now I'm going to start my explanation. Okay, now listen. What happens? Mr. Purcell, he was having no belief in ghosts. He did not believe that ghosts are there. Nevertheless means even then, there was a man who bought 2 doves, and afterwards, strange act started in his shop. You have seen in that video? Who came in his shop? One of a stranger. And who was that stranger? Where did he spend his time? In prison. And he has earned very $5. It was really very hard earned money, and he paid that money only to purchase. Okay, so you keep that scene in your mind, then try to understand the chapter. Clear? Huh? So Mr. Purcell, he did not believe in ghosts. Even then, the man who bought the 2 doves, and after that, strange act immediately thereafter. Why so? Because something very much clear, something very much unusual started behind. Okay. So behind his departed customer, as soon as the customer went from there was a lingered, the musty smell. Lingered means this smell was coming continuously. And musty means very, you can say, damp, stale smell. It was found in that haunted house. Okay. So Mr. Purcell, he was a small man. He was a very, you can say, anxious kind of personality. His physical description is given, that how he was looking. He was looking like just that there were red cheeks. Okay. And his stomach was just like a melon stomach. Why melon stomach? That his stomach was round in shape and it was looking like a melon. It means he was little bit fat. Okay. And he used to wear large glasses, and because of large glasses, his eyes were magnified. Magnified means the size of that eyes was looking big. It was enlarged. Because of those glasses, his eyes were looking magnified, and that's why he was given a look. Which kind of look he was given? Like a owl. So he was looking like an owl, genial owl. It means cheerful owl. His eyes was looking so big, bright. Okay, because of wearing those glasses. So what happened? He was looking like an owl. So he was an owner of a pet shop. He used to sell cats, dogs, monkeys. He also used to deal in fish food. This thing he was also selling. Bird seed also. Bird seed means the seeds food which is given to birds. Okay. And suppose there are some ailing canaries. Ailing means sick. Canaries are very bright, small, beautiful birds. Okay, for such kind of canaries, when they fall ill, so what kind of medicines should be given to them? So these prescribed remedies, prescribed means which were given by doctor. So such kind of medicine he also used to give in his shop. And there were different kind of cages kept in his shop, and these cages were ornate and glided. Ornate means these were decorated, and glided means sometimes covered with gold plates. So such kind of heavy, expensive, beautiful cages were also kept in his pet shop. It means he was not only selling animals and birds, he was dealing in medicines also, which were given to ailing canries. He was dealing in fish food also. He was dealing in bird seals also. Dealing in means he was having a business of this thing. Okay. And there was a long row of different kinds of cages. Okay. So he considered himself something of a professional man. So he was just, you can say, a very kind of professional businessman, because it was his business to sell all these things. Sorry, to sell all these things. Clear? So up to that passage, these two passages are clear. Which kind of person he was, what was his physical appearance, which kind of business he was having, what kind of things he was selling. So these all the description is given. So all this concept is clear or not? Okay. After that, you read third paragraph. This girl, you read, come here. Come fast.
A constant stir of movement pervaded his shop. Whispered twitters, sly rustling, squeals, cheeps, and sudden squeaks. Small feet scampered in frantic circles, frightened, bewildered, blindly seeking. Across the shelves pulsed this endless flicker of life. But the customers who came in said, "Aren't they cute? Look at the little cage. They are sweet." And Mr. Purcell himself would smile and briskly rub his hands and emphatically shake his head. Each morning, when the routine of opening his shop was completed, it was the proprietor accustomed to perch on a high stool behind the counter, unfold his morning paper, and digest the day's news. As he read, he would smirk, frown, reflectively purse his lips, knowingly lift his eyebrows, nod in grave agreement. He read everything, even advice to the love loan and the detailed columns of the advertisements.
So here I'm going to write down the meanings. Afterwards, I will be explaining you paragraph number 3rd. But if you write down the meanings carefully, only then you will be able to comprehend, understand the passage. Okay? You want to understand or not? You want to enhance your vocabulary or not? So be like a good student and start writing. So write down stir means excitement. Pervaded means covered. Tweeters means sound created by birds. So बच्चे write down these meanings. Afterwards, I'm going to explain this paragraph. बुक में से देखो bewildered. Briskly, quickly. See, the bell has gone. We were not able to do. Okay, you write down the meanings. I will be explaining this passage in your next class. Okay.